너무 많이 돌아왔나 돌아왔나.
What's up? We are doing a good old fashion vlog. This is what I'm wearing. I know it looks really cool. I think so too. But this is my nightie and this I'm wearing because it's getting cooler in Calcutta nowadays. Why are you standing there? You can come here. You don't want to? Do you not want to? But he's just looking so freaking cute. তোমায় ধরে না এমনি করে এনে তুলে নিয়ে চলে আসবে কেন তুলে এমনি করে কথা বলো তুমি মিষ্টি একটা এত মিষ্টি একটা বেরোলো তুমি cutie. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, as you saw in the title, we're talking about social media today. um, and as is like most of the things in my life, which are kind of coming together in my journey. Hi, cutie. Hi, my sweetheart. Okay. My love for social media is actually also a result of my spirituality. Yeah. I feel like this is something that I feel very, very passionately about, that at the core of doing really anything is the quest to get to know yourself. And previously, I used to be really scared of social media because, you know, I used to feel like I'm not equipped for it. All of these things, like, you know, curating a sense of self, all of that, like, I didn't think I could do it. And I think a lot of us get into this mode of like, if I am not able to do something and if someone else in front of me is able to do that, then we start to say that, just to feel good about where we are, we start to say that they are wrong for doing that. I've been guilty of that, especially with social media. When I would look at people, I'd be like, I could never put so much of my life on social media. I could never do that. And hidden behind that, like, that was also like a mirror up to me. And hidden behind that was just basically me being scared to venture into what social media can mean. And now I have a completely different outlook towards it, which is what I wanted to share with you today, actually. Let me magically transform into my clothes. Look at this, look at this. Whee! Look at me. So yeah, about social media. So that is where I used to come from. Like, you know, I used to like put my fear as the major driving force of my life, and I would be like, no, I am more virtuous because I am avoiding social media, because my work and my life have more meaning when they are not out in the public, you know. Because the thing is that, you know, it wasn't entirely my fault also. Like, those for Elise as always. And so I'm pretty conscious of the fact that, you know, the way that marketing is just like all that social media is doing, not all, like, it's like the pervasive thing that social media is used for, and that is not something that I'm keen on, you know, contributing to. However, to look at the whole medium as just, you know, bad, and as just you know, a sellout or whatever it is that people call social media, that is a bit much. Because I don't think, I mean, I feel like anything in the world, any, like, whether you take AI or, you know, nuclear invention or anything of that sort, nuclear fission, any discovery can be put to good use if the humans so wanted. So I think social media is like that for me, and not just to put to good use, in the way that we understand in the capitalist patriarchal language system, but like actual good use. I think we can do that, and I think I'm trying to find my way into doing exactly that, because uh, I've been able to differentiate between what I used to do before, how my approach used to be before, where it used to come from before. Oh, my hair is looking so cute. Anyway, and where it's coming from now, after I have gone through like quite a bit of like a like a personal transformation. Um, so before I used to be very protective of things I used to have. By things I mean my feelings, my opinions, my blah blah blah. So I used to have a very restrictive, and I used to think that I shouldn't share my art on social media, because it has to have an air of mystery to it, and without mystery people will not want to look into it and will not want to buy it. And this is actually something that I have realized within myself. Like, I have been approaching mystery from a different perspective for ages, but I have not been able to put that to use in my own life. So, like, what I mean by that is, I have long questioned, or been a little bit like suspicious about mystery only being understood by lack, lack of information, lack of sharing, whatever mystery, like the quiet man, and things like that, is supposed to be more mysterious. The elusive femme fatale is like more mysterious, but I have long been suspicious of that, and I've recently been understanding why, because I feel like human beings are such huge universes. Like, okay, I'm getting too excited. Like, since the time I got into meditation and finding my way back to myself, I've been discovering the massive universe that I am, and like it's infinite. In that movie where we're like, today we are infinite, like the one, the perks of being a wallflower, that one. But we are infinite. Just that's what we are. And I don't think it is possible for us to ever really get to know ourselves, let alone have this solid idea of like, okay, these many potatoes is what I am. If I give away 2 potatoes, then I'm still mysterious. If I give away 8 potatoes, then people are like, oh, I figured this person out. I do not know why potatoes showed up as the metaphor of my choice. Maybe I feel like eating it. I always feel like eating potatoes. Anyway, so okay. But that's not what we are. It's like suppose you're in the universe, which you are, because we all are, and then we put our hands out and then catch a handful of air and like put it on social media, and it just becomes information. Then it's not like that vacuum is just going to be like a vacuum and like not going to fill up, because it's infinity. We are infinity. There is no way that you can share so much of yourself that you will not be a mystery. If like we are mystery by the fact that we are alive. Mystery has so long been associated, okay, I'm getting very mystery has so long been associated with like don't show too much, or people won't want to buy it to find out what it is. Mystery has been the same as capitalism. Mystery, like we are like, oh, this product will fill up the lack that you have. We don't have a lack. We are infinite. there is no lack in infinity. And that is where the sense of like this product sense of mystery came from. And we are like, no, 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 I can't share so much of myself on social media and everything. But that is a lack mentality. That is the mentality from which if you do social media, you are going to feel like you're drained. I have, like, I know that because I've tried even that. Because I'm like, no, like some instinctive part of me was telling me that like social media is something that I would get some form of joy out of. But I was like, no, no, no. And then I was like trying to get into it from the points of view of strategy. Like, you know, you should post one thing every day and then this many stories every day. You should, if you're an artist, then this is how you should use social media. All of that is such crap. All of that is crap. Social media is just an aspect of who you are. It's just like one medium, one way of like communicating who you are. It's not possible for any person to give you an idea of how to use social media that is not coming from your place of creativity. It's not possible to have this, you know, like map of social media that suits all artists or all brown people or all Bengali people or all cats. It's not, it doesn't work like that. That is what I've realized. It just suddenly clicked one day for me, you know? And then I realized social media for me is what? Is love. Like I had so much love that I was able to give myself, that I was able to build in my life, that I was able to live with, that I was able to give my cats, that I was able to nurture, that I was able to just feel in my body and like, you know, like I'm Doro cat wants to talk. Hold on. Hi, sweetie. Do you want to come? Do you want to? Look at his posy. Look. My darling. Oh, my darling. Love you. I know. This is how Elise smells Doro cat when I'm holding him, because Doro can't move, so Elise does not get the chance to smell him otherwise. Come, come. Ah, there. I feel like that intervention was just like him being like, you know, calm down, mom. Hi, sweetie. Hi, love. Hi, love. Hi, my love. He sometimes gets nightmares. Anyway, so yeah, so the point is that I was feeling so much love in my life. I was feeling like whether I was creating, whether I was doing whatever the hell, there was love. There is love. I'm just living in love. And I mean, obviously I'm gracious enough to myself to understand that sometimes I'm going to be away from that mode of love. Sometimes, you know, human things are just going to overwhelm me. It's possible. I am going to give myself that bit of grace. But when I'm not away from who I truly am, I am in a state of love. That's what I feel. And that is from where social media stopped becoming this thing of like, okay, my love. Okay. Oh, here. Stop becoming this thing of being like overwhelmed. It stopped becoming this thing of like, you know, how do I do it? And how much do I share of it? Because yes, it is important. This is something I've learned from, you know, that other phase of social media use, which I was telling about. That yes, it is possible for social media to take over your life and it becomes difficult and everything. that is why it is important to get to know yourself, because unless you get to know yourself, you wouldn't have boundaries that are so clear and so beautifully placed that you just instinctively know that this is where I stop sharing, or this is where I start sharing. This is what I want to show, this is what I don't want to show. We do have to walk this, like rope of this balancing act if you look at it, but like it doesn't feel like a balancing act once you kind of get used to having boundaries and making them and like communicating them. And so that is important, that is absolutely crucial important, because sometimes it can so happen, and it has happened to me, that I use social media to make up for a lack I was feeling. When I was not connected to myself, I was feeling a lack in love, and I was posting on social media to get the likes, to get the external validation to make up for that love, like external semblance of love to make up for the one that I couldn't give myself. And I have done that, and it was excruciating, because you can never predict who is going to love what. People are as huge universes as I am. Every single person is like a universe in themselves, multiverses in themselves. Like they are mirrors to who we are. Like it's just like a whole disco ball of beautifulness. I don't even know what that is. Anyway, so because of that, you can't predict people what they will like and what they will not like. It's not possible. So like when I would craft my social media posts, and to know this will get more likes and this will get less likes, and I would know it. And because I've already gone through that phase, I know that I shouldn't give a fucking fuck to who likes what, and catering to them. It doesn't make sense. David Bowie also says this, I think. Yes, he does.
I think it's terribly dangerous for an artist to fulfill other people's expectations. I think they generally produce their worst work when they do that.
So yeah, like, you can't be making art for other people. That if you're approaching social media from a place of like, I need approval now, that's never gonna work. It just never gonna work. It's just not gonna work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work in any area of life. The only way that social media works, in the sense that it adds to your life rather than takes information away, is when we use it, because we have so much love and generosity that it just flows into social media. It flows into that way of reaching out to people. Because again, the other spiritual aspect of social media that I've been feeling is that I've started to feel in my body how connected I am to everything around me. And by everything, people, animals, things, trees, everything. And I don't look at it anymore as I am sharing something with you. If I'm putting something out there is as much me as this body is me. In which case, this generosity is to enrich me, because I'm giving it out as it is to do anything. It's like it can be such a joyous thing to share that way, to have access to a beautiful, like genuine part of yourself that wants to, that's alive, the celebration of being alive, and then just sharing it to extend the celebration. If we are using social media from that place, then that is beautiful. I also actually know this, that now I'm in a place where I'm using YouTube, I'm using Instagram, and it's giving, if it were not giving me like an immense sense of joy, there is no way in hell or heaven or earth or wherever the hell in universe that I could have continued to do it. I cannot, it's not possible to live a life where you know there is joy and to live against it. I can't do it anymore, it has drained me. It's just not gonna happen anymore. So I know that there is a huge chance that there will come a time that I will give it up. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Like the doctor said in one of the episodes, it's the 11th Doctor. It was one of the Christmas episodes where he was talking to this woman who knew that her husband may have died but hadn't yet told the children, and she was just really sad and angry all the time at the children. And then Doctor, the empathetic, beautiful being that he is, tells her that you're not being able to be happy right now because of course you're thinking, what's the point? Because they're going to be sad later. The point is that because they're going to be sad later, we are going to die. All of us. Sadness is going to come. Like dying and sadness, these are not things that are someday going to happen. We live with it. It's happening all the time, So yes, there might be a time when I will not use it anymore. But I'm going to use it as long as I feel like this is the best way that I am enhancing the joy, that I feel, that I live with, the love that I live with. So that's all. That was a lot. Are they a vampire? Are they just bruised? Or are they just, I don't know, really fucking crazy? I was like thinking of doing this while talking to you guys, but I got so excited that didn't happen. Will this go? I'm not sure if these will go. I can try. Is it going? It's not bad actually. Yeah, so this is the finished look. I'll just take my bag and show you. Hold on. Can you see? Yes, I'm on my bed. As always, I love you guys. If you feel like, do remember to like it. Let me know what you feel about social media. I don't know, just like, isn't it magical how everything can be magical? Subscribe if you don't already. If you feel like it, obviously all of the above. And I'll catch you in the next one. This is quite like, it's quite high fashion. I'm quite enjoying it.